Today, pre-algebra, we are going over a fan favorite, PO55. Still talking about slope-intercept form, still talking about graphs. In PO54, you graphed an equation that I gave you. In PO55, you are going to write the equation of a graph. Okay, so it's exactly kind of the opposite of what we did in PO54. In PO54, you graphed the equation. PO55, you will write the equation once it's been graphed. So let's review slope-intercept form, because really it all comes down to slope-intercept form. What is slope-intercept form? If you forgot, you can flip back a page, because we've written it a couple times now. But what is slope-intercept form? One of the three most important equations I will teach you. William. Y equals mx plus b. Good. Okay. Y equals mx plus b. And you got those four variables there, right? What does the x variable represent? In the slope-intercept form, that y equals mx, that x right there, what does that variable represent? Gregory.
The x value of any pair on the line.
Right. The x value of any ordered pair on the line. And likewise, the y value represents Gregory, the y value of any ordered pair on the line. Basically saying that, right, if you have an ordered pair, you can plug in your values for x and y into slope-intercept form, and the equation's going to work. Okay, if you pick an ordered pair that's not on the line, you plug it in for x and y, the equation won't work, right? So you can check and see if you are correct, if your line matches by picking an ordered pair that's on it, plugging it in, and you know the equation's going to be true. Okay. How about that m variable? This is one of the important ones. Not that they're all not important, but this is like really important. I will accept either name for it. What it used to be called or what it's called now. M variable. It's like the Gregory show today.
Slope.
Slope used to be called the MLOP, right? That's why it's M. Also, it's how it moves across the coordinate plane. And that slope is that rise over the run, how it moves. The b variable, I'll accept either name here. What's the b variable? Scarlett. The y-intercept used to be called the y-intercept. That's why it's b. Also because that's where you begin when you are graphing the line. Okay? And the two variables that we need to have values for when we're graphing an equation, or in this case, writing the equation in slope-intercept form, we need to know what m is, and we need to know what b is. Because in the equation, x and y will always just be x and y, right? We only use those when we're testing something. When we're writing the full equation, we leave x and y as variables. Okay? When we graph an equation in slope-intercept form, x and y are just x and y. It's the m and the b that really matters here. Okay, that's what we're going to focus on. Questions so far on this basically general review of slope-intercept form? Okay. So, what you are going to do, I give you a coordinate plane, I give you 2 points to plot. You're going to plot those points. 0, 2 is right here. 3, 1 is right here. Connect them with a line. Okay? And now your job is to write the equation of that line. Right? So I give you the points for you to plot them. And now you're writing the equation of that line. And we know that our equation is going to be in y equals mx plus b form, right? So intercept form, y equals mx plus b. The two variables that we care about, the m and the b, can you determine what the y-intercept of this line is by looking at the graph? Where does this line cross the y-axis? Josie? 2. Positive 2 or negative 2? Positive 2, right? So in our equation, it's going to end with a plus 2. Right? That's what that b value means. Where it crosses the y-axis, it crosses that positive 2. We can see it. It's right here. Right? Here's our b. That value is positive 2, so we know our equation will end with plus 2. What's the slope here? How does this line move across the coordinate plane? And remember, finding slope of the coordinate plane, you're reading from left to right, right? In this case, how do we get from this point on the left to that point on the right? What do we need to do? Landon. Down 1 over 3. Down 1 over 3. What does that look like as a slope? Negative 1 over 3, or the fraction negative 1/3. Okay? And once you identify the y-intercepts, once you identify the slope and plug those values in for m and b, the rest of it is just drop down x, drop down y. Our equation is y equals negative 1/3 x plus 2.
That's it?
That's it.
Oh, okay.
Okay? And then you can check this by, saying, well, does this equation match the graph? I know my y-intercept is positive 2. Okay, that's where it crosses. My slope, negative 1/3, means I go down 1 over 3, and that's what I do. Everything matches up. Okay? Questions on that? How I got the plus 2? How I got the negative 1/3? No? Okay, well, 0, 4, moving on now. 0, 4, 0 positive 4 is going to be right there. And then negative 4, 2, going to be there. Connect the points, make that line. And again, knowing that we're going with y equals mx plus b, that's what we need to have. What is the b variable? Somebody haven't heard from me yet, perhaps. What is the b variable? Yeah. 4. Positive 4. Okay, so that's going to go in place of b. What's our slope here? How do we move from the point on the left to the point on the right? Landon. Up 2 over 4, and because it's a fraction, what does that 2 over 4 simplify to be? Tristan?
2/4.
2/4 is the fraction, right? But what does 2/4 simplify to be? Yeah, 1/2. And that's what you should be putting into your equation is 1/2. Okay? So y equals 1/2 x plus 4. All right? What do we think? Those have kind of started to work a little bit, work ahead. Are there any on this page that you want to go over? Why don't you do the next one on your own? 0, negative 3, and 5, 5. And then we'll talk about it. See how you're doing. And I'll just kind of let you rock and roll. Plotting your points, 0, 3, 5, 5 is up there. Connecting those. Going to slope-intercept form. What's our b value here? Somebody haven't heard from yet today, perhaps. A new voice. Thank you. Anybody? What's the y-intercept? Anthony, where's this cross the y-axis?
Oh, -3.
Negative 3. So in our equation, is it going to be a plus 3 or a minus 3? Minus 3. Good. Okay. And then our slope, how this line moves, going from left to right, all the way up here. What is that? Plus 8 over 5 That's the fraction 8/5 up 8/5. And so it's going to be y equals 8/5 x minus 3. Just plug in that y-intercept, plug in that slope. Okay? So this is kind of a powerful objective. You're practicing plotting points. You're practicing slope-intercept form. You're practicing connecting dots with a line. Some of us struggle with that. All right, you folks can just keep working. I mean, this is it for today. We'll go over a couple more. I got to talk to my homeroom kids, lit things. I have to tell me what lines you're memorizing for Shakespeare. So I will call you out in the hallway for that. But otherwise, yeah, just keep on working. Khan Academy is due tonight. Math packet due next week already, or the week after maybe. But yeah.
Is it just the first page?
No, the whole objective. So second page as well. 9 more to do. But you do have like a half hour left. So I think. All right. That's my math.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Thank you. Hit the wrong button.